There were some black men that noticed a police officer from the city of England was following them. So they approached him and asked him what was going on. And in the midst of that conversation, he ended up telling the black men that he did not belong in his city. Let's roll the clip.
What up?
How you doing?
I'm always doing good.
Great. We trying to record a video, sir. How you doing? I'm Shannon Scrivener.
I'm Mike Moore.
All right.
We Dale Scrivener nephew.
Yeah, we there just trying to record
Okay,
a video.
Yeah, we just noticed you've been following us everywhere.
Right now?
Yeah.
You know why? Because you don't belong in my city.
How we from here?
But you understand, I know who my people are, right? Who belongs here, who doesn't?
Who
We
don't?
got gang wars
Oh.
going on. We got all kinds of stuff. And I come from the big city where this stuff's small.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Do your thing.
Oh, yeah,
We don't. You said we don't
belong.
belong in your city though?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't. I have never seen you here before, and I know almost everybody
Man,
here.
I grew
You
up
feel
in
me?
101.
Well, good.
I
Well, good.
I graduated from England High.
Well, good for you. My name's Mike Moore.
You all right?
Okay? I'm not from here. Step away from my car. I'm about to get my dog out.
Ooh, yeah. Let's get away from it.
Because you don't belong in my city.
How we from here?
But you understand, I know who my people are, right? Who belongs here, who doesn't?
And then he said like, you don't belong in my city. You're not from here. Like, come on, man. England's 3,000 people. Everybody know everybody.
DeMarcus Bunch and some friends traveled back to his hometown to record a music video on July 21st. Instead, he recorded Officer Moore.
If he's not terminated, then the world will know something is wrong. You know, there's no reason that he shouldn't be terminated.
We got gang wars going on. We got all kinds of stuff. And I come from the big city.
According to a training history report obtained under the Freedom of Information Act, Officer Moore started his law enforcement career in Greenville, South Carolina, population about 67,000. Moore also worked 10 months with the Simpsonville Police Department before moving to Arkansas in 2016. Since then, he's been fired by the Lonoke County Sheriff's Department and is now the subject of an internal investigation in England.
How much time does it take? And the video speaks for itself. Like, if you once you see something like that, you should already know, okay, this is what's happening and I can't tolerate this a day later.
If you enjoy the engaging news and information we present on this channel, would you consider partnering with us on Patreon? Your support helps us to remain your go-to source for news and commentary for only $2 or $5 per month. That's less than a cup of coffee. During the YouTube ad crisis, we faced the horrible idea that our show would have to be shut down. But it was great people like you that made the difference and helped to save our show. We want to give a huge thank you to every difference maker that supported us on Patreon, and make sure to subscribe to our channel.
Now, initially, the brothers made a complaint to the police department, and they didn't hear anything back for 2 weeks. So after they didn't hear anything, they said, you know what, let's go ahead and post this video to Facebook. They posted to Facebook, and all of a sudden, now this particular cop was fired because of this video. You see, when they tell you make complaints and you don't have video evidence, they can just easily cover that up. Now, this particular guy is stalking black men in that town, talking about that he know everybody and they're not his people. I wish they had asked him the question, well, who is your people? Because obviously it's not me, so who's your people? Because this guy is the type that just stalk black people, looking for trouble, trying to cause some altercation, because they do that. Those white police come in black areas and start altercations with black men, hoping that they could do something to kill them or take them to jail. This is why I always say many times, I prefer black police officers to be patrolling black areas, because you cut down on so much. You cut down on racial bias. You cut down on lawsuits saying, well, it was racially motivated. You just cut down all that. I think a lot of cities would actually adopt that policy, because at one point in time in the United States of America, black police officers was only relegated to patrol the black areas. And back in the day, black police officers could only arrest black people. They couldn't even arrest white folks at first. So why is it back in the day it was fine for black police officers to patrol the black communities, but now you don't have black police officers patrolling the black communities? You have a bunch of white officers. Oh, I know why. Because they can do all the dirt. They can allow the gang members to do what they want to do in there to keep the community down. They can kill black folks if they would like to, kidnap black folks if they would like to. It's all the dirt that cops do in black areas. You couldn't do that if all the police officers were black. They would have these issues going on. So the issue with this, and this is something that's just nationwide with the entity of the Slave Patrol. This is why that's why I say once again, they want to keep a bunch of white cops in black areas, because they tried it before with black cops in black areas and they noticed they couldn't do what they wanted to do in there. So this guy was fired only because of a video. He wasn't fired because it was just the right thing to do. It was because they was exposed. This is why I tell black people, use the cell phone as an agent of justice. Post that to social media, send it out to every blogger out there, every independent news organization out there, send it. I mean, don't even sit on it, because sometimes you upload it, they can take it down. Get it out there. Let many people talk about this, because that's how a lot of them get down. They talk to black people any kind of way, and then when something go down, and before the video starts, say, oh, well, these black men, they just always doing stuff with the police. But this is what they do all the time, and we know this as black men. They do nothing but stalk and harass black men. Well, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this particular video. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, record, and post to social media, because that's the only thing that we have to level the playing field.